And either lowering the gaze or closing down the eyes completely. Take a moment to settle into the body. Take a moment to ground yourself down, whether you're sitting on a chair or whether you're sitting on the mat or the floor. Take a moment to notice the tailbone. Without changing it, just perhaps noticing whether it's gently tucking underneath or whether it's straight and long. Imagine stacking the vertebrae on top of each other, sitting up slightly taller. And then taking a really deep breath in, pull the shoulders up by the ears. And as you exhale, drop them down quite forcefully away. 2 more times. Inhale, breathe them in and up. Exhale them down. 1 more time. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale them down. Good. Take a moment to just notice the rest of the body, noticing the knees. Perhaps becoming aware of any sensation in the knee or the upper body, the upper leg rather. Perhaps take a moment to notice any sensation in the hip. Noticing any tightness, any discomfort. Start to notice the upper body. Noticing the head. Noticing whether it's protruding forward, and if it does, maybe tuck the chin slightly back to find more length at the back of the neck. Settle into your breath. Starting to develop that Ujjayi practice, if you have it, creating a loud, audible breath. Mouth stays closed, and we're really trying to work on drawing breath in and out from the back of the neck. Starting to notice the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale, and see if you can start to match the two. So this morning we're going to work on cooling the body down, both mentally and physically. With the world as it is at the moment and the influx of news and the way it changes every few moments, it's easy to feel slightly overwhelmed. And whilst in many ways it could be said that it's a privilege to feel so overwhelmed, to have all these devices that tell us the news as it changes every minute, it doesn't make it any less overwhelming. So I'd like you this morning to bring your left hand out in front of you. Use the thumb, and I want you to close off the left side of the nose. And we're just going to breathe through the right side. Paying attention to the nose. Paying attention to the way that the air feels as it enters the nose. Trying to match the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. Taking 3 more slow, even breaths here. And the third exhalation, gently release the hand back down onto the leg or onto the knee. Take a few normal slow breaths. And breathing in through the right side of the nose. It works in unison with the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain is responsible for the parasympathetic nervous system, almost parachute. The part of the brain that slows down the heart rate, reduces our blood pressure, calms the adrenals, and the nervous system. The left side of the brain sends those messages down the vagus nerve, which runs down the left side of the neck. But for some reason, the left side of the nose correlates to the right side of the brain, so we breathe through the right. It's suggested in the summer that we sleep on our left, so that we breathe through the right nostril, so that we wake feeling, yes, refreshed, but also calm and cool. And then in the winter, we ought to sleep on the right, breathing through the left to help wake us up in those dark winter mornings. The next pranayama that we're going to do is responsible for cooling the body in terms of regulating temperature. We know many ways, and we practice many ways of how to increase the body's temperature through pranayama techniques. From Kapalabhati to Vastrika, Brahmari, they're all heating techniques. So instead, this morning, what we're going to do is stick the tongue out. If you can roll your tongue, A, lucky you, B, that's what I'd like you to do. I can't, so for demo purposes, I'm just going to poke mine out. And I want you to imagine separating the mouth slightly. And then I'd like you to breathe along the tongue. It can feel quite drying, so we're only going to do 5, and we'll put the tongue away and breathe normally, and then we'll do it 3 times. So when you're ready, gently extending the tongue out slightly, opening the mouth, and just imagine breathing air along the tongue as you inhale. Inhale along the tongue, and as you exhale, just exhale out normally. Tongue away, taking 3 breath cycles. And extending the tongue slightly out of the mouth, and breathing along it. Tongue away, taking 3 breath cycles. And final time, breathing along the tongue as you inhale. And just breathing out of the mouth as you exhale. Normal breath. And just staying with the count. Noticing when the mind wanders away, gently draw it back, acknowledging the breath in and acknowledging the breath out. Take 3 slightly deeper breath cycles. Knowing that at any point during any day, you don't need to use your hand, you can just imagine breathing through the right side of the nose. You don't need to fully extend your tongue, you could just gently part your mouth and imagine drawing the air across it to cool you, your mindset, your body down. When you're ready, extend the arms out in front of you with the hands together to generate some heat. Bring the fingers over the eyes. Blink the eyes open behind the hands. Spread the fingers, let light back in slowly. And then release the hands down. Namaste. Happy Wednesday.